Manchester United's already slim chances of signing Victor Gyokeres this month have just got even slimmer with the news that Bayern Munich are in the hunt for the Sporting Lisbon star. United are in desperate need of attacking reinforcements, with Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee struggling and Marcus Rashford eyeing the exit in the January transfer window. Ruben Ammerman's side had failed to score in 3 successive games before their much-improved performance in the 2-2 draw at Anfield on Sunday. Having frozen him out of the side, Ammerman has green-lighted Rashford's potential departure this month, provided the club's £40 million valuation is met. There is also interest in Zirkzee, with Ammerman admitting that he doesn't know if the Dutchman could leave this month too. Gyokeres has scored 73 goals in 78 appearances for Sporting and has been linked with a move to Old Trafford ever since Ammerman and his coaching staff made the switch on November 1st. The 39-year-old United coach has made it clear to the club hierarchy that he would like to sign the Sweden international at the first opportunity. That was already a long shot, given Gyokeres has an £80 million release clause, and now the Daily Star reports that Bayern Munich have joined the race. The Bavarian giants are reportedly willing to pay the release clause, and their status in Germany, as well as presence in the Champions League, makes them a more attractive proposition for Gyokeres. United are competing in the Europa League this season and sit 13th in the Premier League, making a return to Europe's top club competition in 2025-26 unlikely. Mirror Football understands that Ammerman assured Sporting that he would not sign any of their players in the January transfer window as a gesture of goodwill. He has already admitted he has no chance of luring Gyokeres to United mid-season. "I'm not going to get any players from Sporting in January," he conceded. Gyokeres costs €100 million, and it's very difficult. In a press conference while still at Sporting, Ammerman added, "This is my city, this is my country, so I'll respect it. Victor has to stay until the end of the season, and then his life will probably go somewhere else." The summer transfer window could be a different thing altogether, with an overhaul of the underperforming squad already being planned. Ammerman knows he will have to operate with a limited transfer budget, with Sir Jim Ratcliffe and the Ineos hierarchy tightening the belt. Erik Ten Hag was furnished with £600 million of transfers over his 2.5-year reign as manager, but his successor has been told to expect much more modest financial backing. United are under pressure to comply with profit and sustainability rules, having posted losses before tax of £312.9 million over the past 3 seasons. Lisandro Martinez concedes Manchester United accept that their recent form has been poor, but was thrilled to see a response at Liverpool. The Red Devils headed to Anfield having lost 4 games on the bounce across all competitions, and many had tipped that run to continue against Premier League leaders Liverpool. Instead, United can feel aggrieved not to have returned home with all 3 points. They initially took the lead in the 2-2 draw, with Harry Maguire having a stunning chance to win the game with seconds left in stoppage time. United's performance seemed to come out of the blue, with their recent outings offering little inspiration. Ruben Ammerman's side had lost their last 3 games without scoring, and the squad have acknowledged how poor they've been, but their centre-half was inspired with how the team looked to have turned a corner. He told the BBC, "We changed our mindset. The belief, the confidence, and I saw everyone secure today. With confidence in every duel, with the pass, defending. We really enjoyed the game today. If you saw the last few games, it was poor. It's true, and we accept that. Today we played really well, and we have to believe. Football really is mental." The Argentine went on to add, "Today we showed the right character. We believed until the end. We should have won the game. We couldn't. But we tried. We have to take the positives. We were a different team than a few games ago. We played a really good game. We have to believe more in what we can do." Ammerman had been forced to address the possibility of relegation. Such were United's struggles, despite the club having top 4 and trophy-winning ambitions. Their display at Liverpool did little to push them up the table, but serves as the standard going forward. Skipper Bruno Fernandes echoed Martinez's point and cited the team's mindset shift as a real game-changer. "If we show this level at Liverpool, first in the Premier League, then why can't we do this everywhere?" he said. "We have been criticised, and fairly. Our position in the table says it all. We have lost too many points. I'm pretty upset. It frustrates me, and finally I did a proper performance. We know how tough it is to play Liverpool, but we put in a real effort and played with some passion and heart. A frustrated Bruno Fernandes has challenged Manchester United to maintain the performance levels they showed against Liverpool following Sunday's 2-2 draw. The Red Devils headed into the match as heavy underdogs but exceeded all expectations against Arne Slot's side, even taking a deserved lead through the impressive Lisandro Martinez following a cute assist from Fernandez. Liverpool hit back with goals from Cody Gakpo and Mohamed Salah, but United persevered and were good value for the point that Ahmad's late leveller secured. United have been disappointing in the Premier League this season and only move up to 13th courtesy of their draw against the Reds. And while he was pleased with the performance, Fernandez admitted he was frustrated that United haven't performed like that in their other games this season. Speaking to Sky Sports, he said, "We have been criticised and fairly. Our position in the table says it all. We have lost too many points. Even today, we can't be happy with a point. We need the points, and we could have won the game at the end, but it's a fair result. Both teams played good football. I'm pretty upset. If we show this level at Liverpool, first in the league, why can't we do this everywhere? It frustrates me. Also, finally I did a proper performance. We said we need much more from ourselves to get more from this season." He continued, "We know how tough it is to play against Liverpool. Today we put in a real effort to the game. Playing with some passion and heart is what is going to give you something from the game. You have to put in effort, and that's why we took something from today. It can't stop here. We have to bring this frustration to the next game to understand this has to be the level. If we can do it in Anfield, we have to do it everywhere." Ruben Ammerman echoed similar sentiments after the match when he was asked if the focus was now on maintaining this level of performance, saying, "That is clear. Everybody thinks the same thing. We have to start someday to be consistent, not in the way we play, but in how we face the competition. So let's start today." Ruben Ammerman refused to rule out the possibility of Joshua Zirkzee leaving Manchester United in January, just 6 months after he joined the club. The Dutchman was signed in the summer from Bologna for £36 million and scored on his debut in the opening game of the season. Since then, though, Zirkzee has struggled to influence games, scoring just 3 more times. Already, questions are being asked over his future, with Juventus reportedly keen on signing the former Bologna man. They're now led by Thiago Motta, was previously worked effectively with Zirkzee in Serie A, and they're reportedly lining up a bid this month. The 23-year-old endured the embarrassment of being hauled off after half an hour in the final game of 2024 against Newcastle. His withdrawal was cheered by some of his own fans and has seen his long-term future in Manchester questioned. Ammerman has made it clear he wants to retain Zirkzee, but couldn't rule out his exit. "I want to keep Josh because he gives everything and he's trying in training, but we don't know," he said. "The window is open and we will see what happens. We just need to focus on training and to take this for the other games. It's just 1 point, so let's focus on the performance for the next games. United are in need of reinforcements, but, with funds at a premium, may have to sell before they can buy." Zirkzee is among the assets who could command a decent fee, which could be reinvested back into the playing group, with goals still a problem for the Manchester outfit. Zirkzee came off the bench for the final 10 minutes in Sunday's draw with Liverpool. In the final seconds, he was put through on goal and chose to square it to Harry Maguire, who blazed over from close range. Bruno Fernandes has been among those to defend Zirkzee, who has found himself in the spotlight after his embarrassing substitute saga. He said everyone gets a little bit afraid of sometimes stepping into these big stages, but we need to understand the club we play for. We need to understand the demands to play for this club. But at the same time, I really get frustrated for what happened to Josh, because I was in the stands and I've never seen something like this. And it really frustrates me and annoys me because he's a player that always gives it his all, always tries as a player that is coming into the team. Manchester United forward Marcus Rashford has been left out of the matchday squad to face Liverpool on Sunday after Ruben Ammerman revealed he was suffering with illness. Rashford has not played for United since a 2-1 win over Victoria Plzen in the Europa League on December 12th, with Ammerman leaving him out of 4 squads in a row after he revealed his desire to leave the club. The England star was recalled to the bench for the 2-0 home loss to Newcastle last time out, but will not be involved at all at Anfield after feeling unwell. Ammerman revealed Rashford was likely to miss out while announcing his team news on Saturday. He said, "No, I think Rashford is ill. Johnny Evans is out. I think the rest, Vic Lindelof is almost there and Luke Shaw also. But they are out. The others, I think, are fit. Amorim made 3 changes from the side that lost to the Magpies, as Kobbie Mainoo and Manuel Ugarte returned to the starting 11, while Bruno Fernandes returned from suspension. On the bench, Amorim named Joshua Zirkzee, Antony and Alejandro Garnacho as his attacking options in the absence of Rashford. Rashford was initially left out of United's 2-1 win at rivals Manchester City on December 15th, before giving a bombshell interview claiming he wanted a new challenge away from Old Trafford amid a lack of minutes under Amorim. The 27-year-old was then left out of the squads for the losses against Tottenham, Bournemouth and Wolves before returning against Newcastle, but he did not come on as a substitute. Amid uncertainty over his future, Rashford has been linked with a transfer away from his boyhood club this month, amid links to Arsenal and the Saudi Pro League. Explaining his decision last month, Rashford said there were no hard feelings towards the club and that he simply wanted a fresh chapter for himself after struggling on the pitch in the last few years. If I know that a situation is already bad, I'm not going to make it worse. I've seen how other players have left in the past, and I don't want to be that person. When I leave, I'll make a statement and it will be from me. When I leave, it's going to be no hard feelings. You're not going to have any negative comments from me about Manchester United. That's me as a person. For me, personally, I think I'm ready for a new challenge, and the next steps